All right, shalom, shalom. This is Brother Moore coming to you again. Lord willing, this will be an edifying lesson to those who are tuning in. Before we get started, I'd like to give all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakadash. Double honors to teachers, elders, and apostles of Great Millstone. Likewise, brothers out there putting on this truth. Faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep, and to you, brothers and sisters tuning in. Shalom. And yeah, today, we're gonna go into a couple mill scriptures, talking about this man Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white man. Also, things that's going on here in Great Babylon, America, and just what brothers observe, on a daily basis, being in the wicked queendom. Okay, let's start off with our first book here. This is the book of James 4:4, because if you're accepted here in Babylon, America, you need to be worried. Okay, I think it was a brother Amaran from GMS Mysteries of the Kingdom, the trilogy, and mentioned in one of their forums. It was on Sunday night, where he had said sometimes you when you're in these deep thoughts, you're thinking like, man, am I even a Hebrew Israelite? And this is a thought that was going through my head, like, what if I'm not a Hebrew Israelite? What if I'm not from the tribe of Benjamin? Okay, what if I'm an Edomite? All these things kind of go through your head because, you have the fear of Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh, Shai, constantly on you, you seeing the wrath of the Lord, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh, Shai, even on a small scale right now, you've seen the hell that's taking place already. And we haven't really gotten into the real deal yet, which is Jacob's trouble, which we know is going to be coming real soon. Okay, this is the book of James 4:4, and it says, ye adulterers and adulteress, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with power? Whosoever therefore would be a friend of the world is the enemy of power. Okay, and these are choices, we're faced with. I have an ongoing communication with, a former co-worker of mine who, know about this truth, but, is caught in between what has been promised to him and what he know he should be doing, which is what? Walk away. Okay. Now, each and every one of us, we can try to, think back and reflect on, why things was happening the way it happened to you. Maybe you weren't, so welcome, among certain kind of people, or why right now people may want to have their distance from you because they can see there's a change. But if that's the case, that's actually a good thing, because we're seeing what's happening right now in the news and the headlines. Okay, with the Jakes that, tried so hard to be Esau's best pet or best nigger. Okay, and it has always gone south. We can name a few. We've seen it happen to Michael Jackson, Prince, okay, Whitney Houston. Esau killed all of them. Okay, Martin Luther King. Okay, all of the people that Esau, gave his slick talk to, assuring them, safety, prosperity here in Great Babylon, America. He did what the scriptures always have told us to do. So told us that he would do. He would turn on us. Okay, never trust our enemy. Okay, and so our people that are trying their best, to be Mr. and Miss Popular here in Great Babylon, America. Okay, this is something that the Lord Yahweh Shai frowns on, because we're his special people. We're above all these other nations. There's no need for us to try to impress, okay, what is these other tribes that are referred to as dogs, and Esau the Edomite, a so-called white man who's nothing more than a shashquat, okay, that has been put in rulership at this current time. Now, let's go into the book of Proverbs. This is the book of Proverbs 3, verse 31, because this, undying need of trying to become friends with the people in this world has a lot to do with covetousness and envy. Okay, and we've all had some sort of covetousness in our life. That was part of the trial. Where you try so hard and you fail, or you fall short, your goals or whatever the case is like that. You gotta constantly pick yourself up and dust yourself off. And then eventually you come into this truth and you come into understanding of who you really are, the curses, pursuit of Deuteronomy 28, and you realize it was supposed to be that way. Okay. But in the end, you appreciate what Yahweh Shemashah actually put you through. Okay. A situation where you were never going to win because it was not really your lot in life. Okay. And brothers can talk about that. Okay. We all had, careers and desires and goals and things that we wanted to be. We all wanted to stack, all the flashiness. Okay. But now we know that envy and that covetousness leads to what? Death. Okay. And it says, envy thou not the oppressor, which is Esau, the so-called white man, and choose none of his ways, which is sodomy, faggotry, okay, adultery, idol worship, okay, what else? Eating abominable food, okay, celebrating all these holidays and days that really is actually to glorify the so-called white man, okay, mingling amongst people that are obviously, highly possessed with evil, wicked spirit. Come on, you can see it, right? For the fraud is an abomination to the Lord Yahweh Shemashah, but the secret is with the righteous. The curse of the Lord Yahweh Shemashah in the house of the wicked, but he blessed the habitation of the just. Okay, so we're right now in a blessed state. We're in a blessed situation because we don't right now fret that the world isn't accepting us or isn't accepting what we bring out, which is really a warning, okay, really to our people. The thing about it is that when people see you out there, they think you're out there for everybody. We're not. We're out for Yasharala, okay? You doggone other tribes need to understand, okay? You're just co-stars, or you're not even actually co-stars, actually, because really the two main characters in this is Esau and Jacob, okay? Or basically the wicked versus Yasharala, so-called Black Americans, Latino, who are the righteous, okay? And the evil ones are Amalek, okay, / Edomites, so-called white people. They're all evil, extremely evil. And we are righteous, okay? Even though we do wickedness, but we're not evil or wicked. But the rest of these tribes, I mean, you're being preserved, those who are going to remain after all of the calamities that the Lord is going to bring on this earth, you're going to go into slavery. Really, that's what your role really is. So just keep doing what you're doing right there, learn those, doing your chores, keep it strong, because you're going to need it for 1,000 years. Okay. That's what your purpose is, really. Okay. Let's go into, this is the book of Isaiah chapter 54, and starting with verse 14, because the elect is not going to be touched, and I know that's a question that comes up a lot. How do y'all go out there? People will come up to you and they'll look at you because they see you out there, and in the back of their mind, they think you're probably some new age, pro-black, protester, or just another angry so-called black man out there standing up, speaking loud. Now you get a camera on you, which the camera tend to dissuade a lot of people from actually walking up to you. Okay, so a lot of people probably wouldn't do things or that they have in their mind, maybe wanting to, I don't know, say something, or maybe even try to commit bodily harm to you based on the fact that they know that they're live or they're being recorded. Okay. So there are those who see that as, when they know that you're doing this, they're more scared than you are. You don't walk out there with fear. Okay. It says, in righteousness shall thou be established, thou shalt be far from oppression, for thou shalt not fear, and from terror, for it shall not come near thee. Behold, they shall surely gather together, but not by me. Whoever shall gather together against thee shall fall for thy sake. So unless the Lord send an adversary to come after the men who are going out there on the highway and the byway to do this work, anything that they try is not going to work. They're not going to work. See, they don't want to come out there. Why you think Esau they will turn around as they send, like maybe a Jake over to the camp to agitate the brothers versus sending Edomites? Because see, their society already set up in a way that if the so-called white man go and do something, the whole world watches, especially if it's against a so-called black man. Okay, the whole world watches. Now, when you have so-called black cops kill Negroes, that don't make the news in the headlines compared to like when it's a so-called white cop put down a Jake. When I say Jake, I'm talking about a Negro, okay? Because basically that's what you see in the headlines all the time. It's always about the so-called black man like myself, someone like my complexion, getting put down. And if it's a so-called white man, then it makes more of a headline because controversy sells. Nobody gives a crap when another Negro puts down another Negro, which happens on a daily basis. Nobody cares. Okay? It says, behold, Salakia, it says, behold, I have created a smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. So the Lord created every type of carnal weapon that's on this earth. He uses man, the same way he's using man to go down the highway and the byway to preach and teach right now. As I speak right now, I'm recording this, there's a lot of live videos that's going on. Brothers bringing it out, chopping it up, making sure that they're constantly feeding the sheep. And yes, our videos are definitely redundant, or the message redundant, but the scripture writes the same thing in a lot of different ways. Why? Our people are simple, man. Okay? It never gets boring to me. I don't know if it gets boring to you, but it never gets boring to me. I watch probably about 12 hours of videos a day. Okay? Because it's a very soothing thing. Okay? It refreshes your mind. Okay? And it says, no weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, and their righteousness is of me, said the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai. So we don't walk out there thinking about, gee, man, what are they going to do to us, or whatever the case is like that. Don't get it twisted. We all have a background, okay? We all have a background. At the end of the day, well, man, we grew up in a savage society. Great Babylon, America. Some of us come from different countries where that's taken on a different level. And you Benjamites and you Levite guys, y'all can attest to that. Y'all know how we grew up in the islands. We do things a little different from our Judah brothers over here. Okay? So just to say, don't get it twisted, but we give all glory unto Yahweh Shem Shai, that he's the one that's controlling those that would come and do harm to us. If it comes to us, it's the will of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai. So we go there and we do the work. We ain't mention our words. Okay, let's go into the book of Mark chapter 10. Okay, Mark chapter 10, start with 17. Because see, we don't have the burden like these rich niggas. And when I say rich niggas, the ones who they sleep on the silk sheet and basically, they're so comfortable that they can't even be bothered to even consider that they're from a special tribe, that they're special. They just think that the so-called white man like them. But we got news for you, that's not the case, okay? And it says, now this is when you had a slick Jake that came up to Yahushai and, basically talking about how he keeps the law and how he's all good. But then Yahushai called his bluff and called his bullshit. There it is. It says, and when he had gone forth into the way, there came one running and kneeled to him and asked him, good master, what shall I do that I may inherit eternal life? And Yahushua said unto him, why callest me good? There's none good, but one, that is power, the Father. See? So you got checked right off the back. Okay? Thou knowest the commandments. Do not commit adultery, do not kill, do not steal, do not bear false witness, defraud not, honor thy father and mother. And he answered and said unto him, Master, all these have I observed from my youth. Then Yahushua, beholding him, loved him, and said unto him, One thing thou lackest, go thy way and sell whatever thou hast and give to the poor. Thou shalt have treasure in heaven. Come and take up the cross and follow me. And he was sad at that saying and went away grieved, for he had great possessions. And Yahushua looked around about and said unto his disciple, how hardly shall they that have riches enter into the kingdom of power? And that's going to be a trap and a snare for a lot of people. You look around, and a lot of Jakes out here, I'm talking about Latinos, have nice houses. And in general, all across the nation. We understand whatever we have, whether it's a nice car, a nice house, nice clothes, whatever, that at some point in time, you have to walk away from that. And this is a snare and a trap that happened a couple of years ago, with the jump juice. Jake them wasn't willing to walk away from their jobs that required that, or that was forcing it. Many of us, we did. And guess what? We didn't starve. In fact, some of us prospered even more. Okay? It wasn't nothing to think about. You're not going to bow down to some fucking kike named B. Gates. You're no damn doctor. So the fear mongering that they were trying to push her there had no impact on those that fear Yahweh Shemi Shai. None whatsoever. Esau's blessing, okay, the so-called white man blessings from Yahweh Shemi Shai, who's our power. Now Esau thinks that he can impart that on us, but Esau cannot bless Yasharala. The so-called white man cannot bless any of us. All he does is destroy. That's it. And that's what you need to understand, is that the so-called white man, all he does is destroy. He doesn't build character. He doesn't build society. He is a destroyer of life. He's anti-life. All right? Starting with those that are sitting in the cave right now, you Amalek, you so-called Jewish conglomerate, you kikes. Yes, and I'm looking right in the camera telling you motherfuckers that. You're anti-life, but you serve a purpose. Because the Lord needs an adversary here. He set you up as an adversary so he can fuck your ass up on this earth in front of billions of people to watch it and how you are brought down. So there it is right there. This guy didn't want to walk away. This is shit. Look at this crap, man. Most brothers right now are coughing, you're sneezing, your eyes are running, you can't even see. Every joint in your body is aching because what this man poisoned the food, the water, the air. His medicine is garbage. It's all synthetic shit. And even if you have the best insurance and you go to these doggone so-called physicians, they don't treat you. For some reason, they have in the back of their mind, your black ass is just simply, you can take it. You gorilla looking motherfucker, you can take it. That's basically how they look at you. I've experienced that personally with some of these cracker doctors, man. And then then they charge your insurance, and then whatever your insurance don't cover, you get a cover. And they don't care because they know society don't give a shit. So what do you Jake? This what was just described there is what you see right now is the mentality of a lot of Jakes right now. They'll see you out there. They know what you're doing. They know what we're bringing out. They see it out here. And some of them are so slick, they believe that as long as they don't be shown on camera or whatever the case is, they click and they watch it in secret that the so-called white man don't have their IP address or know who they are. Come on. You really want me to go into that and show you how it's done? Okay. They know everything about you. They know you're watching. You're not slick. So stop being, I don't want to say so afraid of this man. The Lord got us. Okay, let's go into the book of Isaiah chapter 3. Because if you think that it's all going to go smooth and well, here's what it says there. For behold, the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Shema Shai, doth take away from Jerusalem and Judah the stay and the staff and the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water, the mighty man and the man of war, the judge, and the prophet, and the prudent, and the ancient, the captain of 50, and an honorable man, and a counselor, and a cunning anticipator, and eloquent orator. So basically, right there, just ascribe to you in 3 verses that he's going to take away from every facet, occupation, or career that Jake is in. From those who are in the White House, okay, whatever position they're holding, whatever political position they're holding, all the way down, okay, to those who might be, a secretary or whatever the case is like that. We got Jacob's trouble coming to us. There's going to come a time when this man, Esau, the so-called white man, is not going to be willing to share his streets with you, his food. It's going to be crunch time, okay? And he has made it very, very, very clear that the target is his brother Jacob, which is Yashua, the so-called Bosnian Americans and Latino. Let's close out with the book of 2nd Ezra here, because I always like to bring this out, because we're going to get to a time where you're going to have to walk away, Jake. Yahushua told that young man that came to Yahushua that had it all. He could have given it up and bear his cross, which was go preach the gospel, he was invited by the Malak himself, an opportunity like that. And he let it go. We, by faith, we got called. We don't even know how. It just came in our head. The name, I heard that name before. Yahweh Shem Yahushua Bashim Kakadash. I've heard it. We go by faith. This is all faith-based. Let's go into the book of 2nd Ezra 6, starting at 22. It says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty, and the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man hear it, they should be suddenly afraid. And at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. Starvation, betrayal, prepare for it. People know where you live. Well, you think if they know you got food, you don't think they're going to come around and say, hey, I want some of that. And if you don't give it up, be prepared to fight. That's what's going to take place here. Your friends will burn your house down. Your family members will burn your house down. Your neighbors will burn your house down for scrap of bread. I went to the grocery store earlier today, bought some meat stuff. And the chicken roast that I bought a few of them, but chicken roll and the chicken roast I bought, $15 for chicken. And the cashier, she looked and she said, I remember when these were $5. And I said, I do too. I said, wait till it become $100. Wait till one of these chicken roasts become $100. You're gonna need basically, a security team to walk out of the supermarket to walk back to your car, because there's gonna be people sitting outside in vehicles waiting to take your food from you and rob you for food. And the look on her face was like, yeah, you think so? I go, yeah, that's society. That's where we're going to society. Again, like, you women are at ease, and it's just that's that confidence, the overconfidence that you have. I don't know why. Because most of you women are sitting at home with a doggone puppy, not a dog, not a wolf. You're sitting down at home, you have a kitten for a man, not a lion. A clueless guy that doesn't look in the headlines, he doesn't look at anything, he's ignoring the dangers out there. He doesn't teach you anything. He doesn't have control of his house, nothing. And you're cocky. That's what's coming. These people actually really don't believe it or not. We're not insane. We are not insane, man. This is a constant thing. You dream this. I mean, I had a weirdest dream. It wasn't weird. I just dreamt this morning about being in this like tornadoes, like 5 or 6 of them. I mean, it tore up this place. In fact, I know the place that it did. It was like Nassau or Bahamas was devastated by some type of freak storm. I mean, that's a country that's dependable on tourism. If that's I don't know, but it was a vision I saw. I was in the middle of it too. And maybe, I don't know. But it's the constant things that we ponder on, man, because you can see it. And there's a whole lot of things in the headlines. So I just wanted to bring that out. I hope I didn't, keep this going too long. But I'm going to close out. Give all glory and honor to Yahweh, Shemel Shai, by Shemar Kakadash. Double honor to teachers, elders, and the apostles of great millstone. Likewise, brothers of the upland of this truth. Faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep and new brothers and sisters tuning in. Shalom.